Hey, hello, welcome back to the Midnight Moose channel. I'll get some more super auto pets for you today. I have constructed a perhaps perfect pack for upping the stats of animals. You'll see here it's incredible and has no errors. Let's hop into the arena and see what we can do. Anyway, here's an overview. Here's what we got. Tier 1 and 2, not too much. We got the food buffs, maybe. But we got the poodle, right? The husky, where's it at? Oh, I left the husky out. Alright, that might have been a mistake. Anyway, the Komodo dragon. Anyway, this was a lot of like wide scaling, units that might work out for us, I think. An otter sounds good to freeze. I think we could be the backwards masseuses. I don't know how that works. I guess they're not massaging anybody if they're all backwards and stuff, but who knows? What the hell did you do to your fish? It's not a fish. Anyway, it's an easy loss. No problem. Probably because I didn't include the husky. Alright. Give me an otter. Actually, sell this thing. Otter. Duck. Mouse. It's a pretty good combo. Simply put that there. And okay, this is looking pretty nice. A couple more otters, another panda. A panda shouldn't stick around for too long, but maybe we level it. Okay, we'll level an otter next turn. That could be interesting. We have the jerboa in the pack. We also include an apple to make that possibly very good. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know. They got a lot of units. And again, so do we. We win that trade. Okay, it looks like it's going to be an easy win. Not even close, obviously. Pretty good stuff. The sound, right? It sounds high. Yeah, I guess so. Alright, put these two together. Well, hold on. Put these two together so they don't cross buff each other. Okay, there we go. Alright, we've got a super mouse, which is cool. A blowfish, which we can definitely take. Maybe give more health with the panda, as you can see here. And maybe let that flourish near the front. Near the front, not at the front. Maybe more health on the blowfish, potentially. A pill bug, a little useless. Ladybug didn't really pop early due to the fact that we didn't find one. And I'm okay with freezing that and heading into the next fight. But yeah, obviously, okay, we've got a lot of honey, etc. here. We're going to make it through there and then knock out the 7-7, which is just great. So then we get this. He's going to be doing that. That was a pretty lucky lineup for us to face, I'll be honest. Okay, another duck. How interesting. I'll take a panda. I don't think we're going to take the duck. So there's that. We could pill a flamingo, which would be interesting. The otter's not doing much there. I don't mind this. Honestly, hit me with this, right? And then we get a simple... That's a tough one. I guess we'll take the 2-5. Just for the stats. Hopefully we don't have to use it. We're hoping these front 3 units kind of carry the team. Let's see what happens. Alright, they got a strong... Uh-oh. Well, we punched their swan. That's pretty good. We're going to take this guy out of that, so it's pretty nice. Swan? Okay, we got lucky there. That's pretty good. Another blowfish. Shouldn't have. A giraffe. We could put a giraffe on the panda. Get rid of the peacock. We have the yak koala synergy in here, I believe. Yeah, here they are. The leech is also in the pack if we want to leech a camel or a triceratops or something like that. The fox is here to steal some food later. I guess now that we've invested in you, we can invest once more. A panda level up next turn sounds mighty fine. We could hatching check a panda into a blowfish, but then no giraffe. Interesting. Anyway, so this is all about overwhelming your enemy early on with high stats. And, maybe we haven't successfully done that 100%, but it's kind of close. It's looking pretty close. A salad's interesting because then you gotta, if it's a panda at level 2, it basically hits the blowfish or whoever. So that's definitely interesting. But I didn't freeze it because cold salad, I don't like that. I like a nice hot salad. Alright, we shot their birds. That was pretty cool. I don't know if it's still buff the bat. I really don't know how to do math in my head, so who knows. That was a draw. That looked pretty good, in my opinion. Looks pretty nice. A crab. Copy 50% health from the most healthy friend. You know, I said it before, you can still do a crab cake once, but after that you gotta keep buying cupcakes, so it doesn't really work after the once, I suppose. Let's see what we got here. A jerboa. Give all other pets 1/1. I think the duck can go. I think a jerboa can live. And we could look for an apple, or we could keep a mouse. A leech doesn't really have any, well, you could leech a blowfish, but that doesn't really work out that well. Garlic on the blowfish could be good. Let's do this so we can level next turn. I was hoping for the apple, but obviously freezing the garlic made that less likely. This is working out, I think, pretty well. We're going to have an 18 health blowfish, and they have an odd badger. It badgers into a badger. Parrot. So that's very odd. Okay. Well, that's an easy win, obviously. I knew what was happening the whole time. Not really, but that's fine. A penguin would only buff a panda. Let's do this. A moose. You know I enjoy a moose. Okay. Do we pair the panda or the blowfish? Or neither? I think a moose can overtake a mouse as the... Actually, you give 2 free apples. Let's think about this. You sell a mouse, we get 9 gold total. Do we buy the pair, sell the... Everybody calm down. You know, with the potential of scaling to 150%, I guess we do the panda. Sell a mouse. We buy a moose. We apple the jerboa. And that's an AoE buff. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Alright, and if you want tier 4 or higher in the shop, so for now we can freeze this. We look for more blowfish. Camel would have worked earlier on. It's a tier 4. That's an apple. A pear is a pear, but an apple, well, I guess it's an apple for everybody, which is like a pear for the blowfish because it gets panded, if that makes any sense. And that's that. We don't need to keep these around, but we could. But I kind of like our team. I guess the giraffe could go. Maybe we keep a mole. I'll think about it. You get 4/4. Everybody's got some stats, you know. The moose to take out their big unit. Didn't work this time. That's fine. And then, okay, it did work actually. Forgot about that. And then we're going to be fighting bees galore. We're going to pop that badger early. I know we are. And ants? I mean, come on. Right? We're going to pop that badger pretty early. Look at that. Just in time to be early enough to win easily. Maybe. Okay. Another giraffe. You heard that I was threatening your kind, and you pop up out of nowhere. Interesting. I did add the rooster to the pack. It's like the only thing that doesn't focus on stats. Maybe. I figured it'd be a good unit to, you know, maybe buff up one day. Not today, though. We got something else working out. I'll take a giraffe. I'd say forget the mole, but let's do the apple first. New apple, everybody. Love to see more jerboa, but also love to see a moose buff. Okay, we could buy a panda, but then you only get 2/2. I mean, it's something, that's for sure. We could do a salad, or we could roll. I'll do the panda. Invest in our future. Unfreeze these, but the moose still gets the buff, for sure. We got a black cat later, we got a fox later that might scale with food better. The jerboa is nice because he gives the AoE buff, and he can leave at any point, so that's totally fine. Okay, the deer's dead, the giraffe's dead. Sadly, it killed our whatever we had there. But their whole team's pretty much dead after this. Okay, thank you, Jerboa, for sticking around. Appreciate it. Jerboa. Any extra levels? No, we could add attack. Not that we need it, but we could add attack to the team. I'm comfortable with rolling. I am comfortable with purchasing one of these, because the stork doesn't add stats either, but it's fun sometimes. With purchasing one of these, it's now time to roll for the moose. We have the seal, we have some AoE foods. It's like, so you give out 2/2/2, so it's worse than an apple buff, but a less specific food can give you the buff. So that's why a seal is better or comparable to a jerboa, of course, but we got a lot of 3-person foods, so we'll see about it. Let's see what other you buff. What would you buff? You would buff the giraffe in case the jerboa disappeared. We don't really want that. And how lucky. We'll do this. I'd love to have 3 gold right now, but we don't. But for now, you're going to get another 5, Mr. Moose. Maybe we can garlic to the moose. Peppers don't exist, sadly. We're more focusing on stats, even though peppers, you know, are advantageous for sure. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we're going to live here. Never mind. Didn't see the double skunk. And, you know, double skunk, some say it's the most powerful thing to stop our team. It's true. Well, when we depend on stats, and they have animals that... Where'd we get all those foxes from? Okay, so we do this. 2-1. That's also pretty good. But I don't think you can turn down a level 2 fox. The jerboa, thanks for the help. We do one of these. I guess you could steal either, but we'll freeze this. Well, then we need the... Okay, hold on. And we can't even buy all the foxes, obviously. Grab this, freeze them all, in fact. We got 2 rolls. This is good. Roll this into a stat food, definitely. I mean, basically. Tyrannosaurus instead of a giraffe, because a giraffe's 1-1. A Tyrannosaurus, it costs 3, but you get 2-1 on everybody. And for now, we'll take the 10-10 moose. We could can, or we could taco here with the fox. These 2 are frozen. Okay. I'm thinking the taco. Never mind, I'm thinking the can. Obviously. Wouldn't have it any other way. Alright, okay. They have a strange llama build that scares me to no end. We could fight their poodle pretty well here. Alright, turns out after our first couple units we don't have anything good. Are we alive? Okay, we are alive, which is great. And these are great fox foods. So let's get rid of the giraffe. We gotta be careful. We gotta end with 3 gold. So we can do this. Walrus is interesting. A Tyrannosaurus. And we can't buy anything else, but we can roll for a moose. That's fine. We're probably going to not do that. We could get a dragonfly, but it'll only buff 2 units at the moment, so we don't probably want that. A walrus, a Komodo dragon would be an AoE buff, similar to the Tyrannosaurus. Doesn't cost gold, but it would cost something, especially with the panda. You know, could end up front. That wouldn't work out. You know, another panda would have been nice, but that's fine. And then we're going to give some more attack to somebody, which is great. So you get 8-8. You give everybody 2-1, except yourself. And then you 3 get 6 attack. That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. We got high stats. I mean, a 47-41. We're going to punch through that melon armor for sure. Unfortunately, he spawned an orca, which unfortunately spawned another spawner. So they got really damn lucky with that. Holy crap. Yeah. That would have turned out way different if they didn't spawn an orca that spawned a sheep. Holy crap. My orcas spawn whales. I don't know about you guys. Alright, let's try again. We were doing really well there, and then we got wrecked pretty roughly. So, let's try not to do that. I'll freeze an ant. Another duck. How interesting. You could work if we have ants. I think the ants are the only feint abilities in Tier 1. And we do have an ant. I guess maybe for next turn. Alright, we're going to be the folded shirts. Always nice to fold your shirts. Stick them in the drawer. That's for sure. Maybe. Do whatever you want. Alright, they got a real powerful fish. I think we pulled this one out, though. Thank you. The 4-4 duck stands alone. Alright, we can buy another duck. A dragon's fine. A baby duck, however, I don't think so. Okay, we could... Okay, everybody calm down. We'll take a duck. We can level it next turn. We could work on a beetle or an ant. Actually, I'm just gonna send it. You know what? Let's just send it. Okay. Okay, another bluebird team. They have a... Why wouldn't you bluebird the panda? But that's fine. Do whatever you want. They'll probably beat me now that I've criticized them. In fact, it'll be a draw. How about that? How about that. Okay, bit of a draw. No problem. No problem. Good. A giraffe. A giraffe could buff anything. Could even buff a duck. Or a dodo. Pug, dodo, flamingo. Interesting. I mean, I don't think we can turn down giraffe. Superior scaling is definitely good. An ant can go at this point. I guess we could do the dodo. You have the most health, so we can dodo a duck. Now that you're gone, you're gone. The first Yor was the ant. The second Yor was the frill dragon, obviously. A 5-2 is totally fine. We could take out a front unit. But it is the pug, so maybe it shouldn't go in the front. Where else can it really go? We could do meat to make a win now more likely, or we can search for some more interesting animals. Well, we found another pug. We could pill a duck for no reason. That could be fun. If we find more dodos, we might see ourselves in a good position. I don't know. Okay, like a lot of toucans, a lot of meat. It's a shame. We're gonna die to that. We're gonna lose here, that's for sure. But that's fine. We invested in the future. They invested in meat. We'll see who comes out victorious for sure. I don't know. Okay, a dodo. Now's a good time, maybe for the meat, but for who? The giraffe, if he's sticking around. I mean, 5 attack on top of 2 is pretty good. That makes me want to do this. Just so the meat gets that much more effective. This is more likely to end in a draw at just 3 health, but you know, with 6 attack in the back, we might be smacking somebody pretty fast. The duck's probably got to go soon. Looks like we might not win this one, but that's okay. Never mind, it looks like we might win this one easily, obviously, was what I was going to say the whole time. Pretty good stuff. Alright. A hatching chick is interesting. A tropical fish as well. 405. I mean, the beetle's tier 1, level 1. It's not doing anything. So at the minimum, it can go. Honestly, a hatching chick on the giraffe obviously can move around, but for now, it's not the worst idea. Tropical fish, I'm almost considering it. Hey, a level. You shouldn't have. A rooster. A rooster with a hatching chick could be more interesting. Or level 2 rooster due to a pug. Could be incredibly interesting. I think it's time for the duck to leave. We do this. How do we... I don't know how to... End turn. So yeah, we can't do a pug into a hatching chick, because you're in battle, you're end turn. But that'd be interesting if you could force a permanent level 2 hatching chick buff through the pug, but you can't. Okay. We could do garlic on somebody. I guess the dodo is a candidate for that due to the fact that his health is scaling, so more is better to protect more. Wait, the dodo's in front. What the hell's happening? Okay. Okay, hold on. Well, if you're level 2, you summon 2. Hold on, do we have a layout here that works? I guess this works. It's not ideal, because the hatching chick should be buffing basically anybody else. And then the hatching chick's gonna have the dodo. Hold on, I found the worst team makeup possible. Am I crazy? You're level 2, so you can't go in front. So we put you, and then you don't buff anybody. What's happening? This is awful. Yeah, everybody, you buff in front, you buff in front, you buff in front. We got 4 people that buff in front, and 1 person that can't be in front. Yeah, that's impossible. That's funny. That's hilarious. It's fantastic in its own way. Well, crap. Son of a... We just missed the leech. I'd love to do a leech camel. Shame it didn't work out at the same time. Let's see, what can we... I mean, I guess we just sacrificed the rooster at this point. So you're going to have this, you're going to be up, we level, we just sacrifice a rooster. At least it'll have 2 stats. It's a shame, but it's true. Okay, this is good. Leech camel, thank you for listening to my plea. We're not going to do a leech blowfish, as fun as that might have been. Alright. Obviously, we have to reflow the team after this, considering, you know, we don't have the extra spots for all the extra people that we need, or whatever. Okay. Alright, pretty easy. Alright, we take out 3 units with just our rooster, and the rest with the pug. That's pretty good. After that terrible shot, that's pretty good. Alright, let's level. It's the wrong turn or whatever, but that's fine. Your bow, we know, can be pretty good. But what if... So you're gone, but I appreciate it. We could do a... Let's see... Rooster's fun to have at level 2. These two are level 2. The giraffe's buffed. We need 2 spots for the leech camel. Who did we give up in this situation? I feel like it's the giraffe, but I feel like that's also a big loss for the team. Personally. That's a tough one. Gotta do it though. Alright. You two are at the back, so you can spawn 2 chickens. Or whatever. Chicks. Camel up front. Then we get the leech. We do... What do? We protect you. The camel's gonna get 1 shot or whatever. That's fine. So you're gonna have more attack. You're gonna have the camel's health and the buff. It might not work out this turn, but if we keep some health on the camel and find another camel, we're gonna have a super powerful leech. Perhaps. Just 5 health at turn 6, you know, it's risky, but that's why we have garlic armor. And none of these people, well, only one of their persons has more than 5 attack. But that guy had meat, so I guess... Anyway, like I said, it wasn't going to work out the first time, okay? I did say that. I think we all agreed on that. Okay. No. Cheese. Double damage. You could attack for 4. That's pretty strong. Give health. We could ultimately health our camel forever, so the leech would never kill it. I'm going all in on this strat. It's probably not the thing to do, but oh well. Another leech sounds fantastic. A salad might be a food. Not really. A rooster. Okay, but if we rooster you, then we could pug a... Oh gosh, I don't know how this game works. Just kidding, a snail. Well, we're never going to lose again, so why would we need to freeze a snail? We don't have to do that, and I never would. So the camel in this case, I know you think it's pretty dumb that it exists at all, but it's like a backwards panda. It buffs the guy behind it, and then it just dies, practically. So, okay, why does there, whatever, 25 attack? That's pretty large. Obviously, we're going to win this one. Obviously. Wait a minute. Oh, they're going to summon something. Okay, at least it didn't summon something else. A draw? That's totally fine. A can. How interesting. Sure. That buffs the rooster's attack by quite a bit, and that allows our next leech to be quite strong. Well, there's no leech, but certainly a few other things did pop up. How interesting. Let's see. Okay, rooster we can level next turn, because that's the only one that's actually leveling from these purchases. So we can generate a tier 6 next turn. Not that we would destroy this perfect team. But I think a dodo would be a wise purchase. Pug might not stick around. Camel might not stick around. But I'd love if it could. Right? So you're going to be, you know, 16, 12. I mean, I've seen higher on our enemies, but that's fine. Okay, we're going to beat this guy. We're going to beat this guy. Probably the summon. Ooh, that's a strong summon. And we survived against the cockroach because it's a cockroach. Not too bad. We got lucky that team wasn't 2020 stats all around. Hey, this is pretty nice. A black cat could prove more useful than a pug, especially for buffing the camel to not be a worthless person. Let's see what this does. An ostrich. In turn, give 1/1 to the pet behind. Multiply buff with lowest pet tier in the shop. Right. You're level 2, so you don't need a pug. Maybe a harsh decision, but true. We could skip the ostrich and do food. Cat. I mean, they all benefit from food. You multiply your attack down. You give your attack. You are a camel. So stuff like that, you know. A cow. Can we do cow? We could do cow, sell it, and then get a cat. instead of cat salad, if you think about it. So you give 2-4. I guess we want to buff our best unit and our second best unit. I don't know if that's the way it works out. And then we can roll. An ostrich is great, but who buffs somebody behind it? I mean, that would be one of the silliest synergies I've ever seen, frankly. Chocolate's interesting, even though it's not a stat food, so the cat doesn't like the chocolate. That's fine. Perhaps. I mean, we're only going in around 9, and we got a 20, 21. That's not too shabby. Okay, we might make it to fight. Oh, that's a level 2. Never mind. What's this going to summon? Okay, we did make it to fight their lizard, barely. And then we got the roosters to back us up. Okay, we got lucky with their build there. Pretty lucky. Okay, salad would be 2-2 to the leech, maybe. Experience. Who needs the most experience? I mean, you could buff the attack. You could buff. I mean, the camel could give more buff. Honestly, I know it's silly, but I'm going to buff the camel here. I'm going to look for another camel. That's a rooster, believe it or not. I don't mind buying a rooster. I mean, a level 3 rooster is a great unit. And then we health up the... who needs more health? I mean, the leech is getting all the health. So we health up you for 4. So you might survive an attack or 2. A fox would work really well, but then we'd have to get rid of something that looks like a camel. Or dodo. But, I'm willing to freeze it, you know? I'm willing to freeze it. The camel is self-healing, so it's pretty nice that he's been buffing our leech the whole time. The leech has lots of health. That's a large moose. Okay, that's a shame. Sorry about that. Sorry. See you next time. Alright. See you at the Christmas party. Thanks for that. Play a nice little fox team. Alright. This would be 3 random pets get 4 health. Triceratops instead of a camel. I mean, overall, it's more stats at 3-3 instead of a 1-2. It just goes to, you know, maybe somebody different. Interesting, interesting. We could get a dragonfly to buff 1-1. It's not a lot these days. We do have that snail. Might be time for the camel to go. He couldn't level. It's a shame. Don't think that was the right play, but I did it anyway. Maybe this makes more sense nowadays. This makes some sense. Fox probably is not going to make it. That's okay. We give a lot of health to the 3 worst units. And we garlic this person right here, I think. So does any other makeup make more sense? You need 2 spots. You're a cat. Triceratops has to be in front of the leech. You have to be behind someone. I guess this makes the most sense. We could do cat, rooster, dodo, Triceratops, leech, but what's the difference? I don't know. Okay, hopefully we don't lose this one. I'm really, hoping on a win. That'd be really cool. Alright, never mind. That's fine. It happens. Actually, we're gonna... No, that's just gonna be just not enough. Well, as they say, the cookie crumbles, and none of my custom packs, I don't think have ever made it past like 8 wins. So maybe it's a me problem, but it's always fun to try something. And I like the leech, so that's why we tried it. Wait, why did I click that? That's the end of the video. Sorry about that, but that'll do it. Thanks for watching. We're gonna have some more wins probably in the future with the weekly pack or something. I like this weekly pack, by the way. I think it's really good, and that'll do it. Thanks for being here. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a dislike if you hated it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself. See you next time, and goodbye.